Let's Talk About It is more than a talk show. It's a movement rooted in authenticity, inclusion, and empowerment to create a space where diverse voices, experiences, and talents can connect on equal ground with the intent to inform, inspire, and empower. Welcome to Let's Talk About It. I'm your host, Sophia Sanyika, and tonight we're going to start talking about one of my favorite holidays, Kwanzaa, its meaning, traditions, and impact. So stay with us.
BNN Care Spotlight Organizations, and we're building a multi-aid community to support the stabilities of Boston residents. We are here to amplify their reach and highlight their service. As part of the initiatives, we are platforming nonprofits and individuals working to address the needs of struggling Bostonians. We are asking for new warm clothes, hats, scarves, socks, and gloves at BNN Media 3025 Washington Street until December 15th. Your contribution will be a ray of hope for the residents of women's shelters and traditional homes throughout Boston. Remember, we are all a part of this community, we are all neighbors, and we can all help. BNN Care is a testament to our shared responsibility and unity to support those in need. Join us in this noble cause by donating warm clothes at BNN Media until December 15th. Your contribution, no matter how small, can make a significant impact on the lives of those in need. Thank you for all your contributions.
Come on, celebrate and rejoice. It's Kwanzaa, pledging unity in our families and communities. It's Kwanzaa, because our legacy makes us so strong. Yeah, so let us come together to celebrate this season of Kwanzaa. It is Kwanzaa. It's time to celebrate and move
What a heartfelt look at our 2024 celebration. It was filled with culture, community, and tradition. Kwanzaa is celebrated from December 26th through January 1st, culminating in a joyful communal feast known as Karamu Yi Imani, which means the Feast of Faith. Unlike a lot of the other holidays, Christmas, Ramadan, and Hanukkah, Kwanzaa is actually not tied to any major religion. Yes, it is not a religious holiday. It is a cultural celebration rooted in history, heritage, and shared values. It is one of the newer American holidays. Kwanzaa was created during the 1960s by Dr. Karanga during the Black Freedom Movement. You know, its purpose was to instill, cultivate racial pride, collective purpose within our Black communities. It was closely connected to the Pan-African movement that was happening during that time. Kwanzaa emphasizes brotherhood, collaboration among people of African descent, whether we live in Africa or in other global diaspora. Last year's theme really was something that resonated deeply, I think, to all of us. I mean, every year's theme is so impactful and powerful. But last year's theme was called Principles and Practices for a New World. And it speaks directly to the current moment that we're living in. It highlights the continued relevance of Kwanzaa's core values and how they guide us towards being a more unified and empowered future. Now let's take a moment to walk through the heart of Kwanzaa, the 7 principles. Again, Kwanzaa is celebrated December 26th to January 1st. And the principles are called Nguzo Saba. Our first principle is Umoja, which stands for unity. Principle is not simply a political slogan. Unity brings us together and harnesses our strength. Our next principle is Kujijakalia, self-determination, to define ourselves, to name ourselves, and to create for ourselves. It speaks for ourselves as we have the right and responsibility to make our own unique contribution to the flow of human history. Next, we have Ujima, collective work and responsibility. And what that means is to build and maintain our own community together, to make our brothers and sisters' problems become our problems so that we can work together, because progress individually is impossible. Then we have Ujama, cooperative economics, to build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses to profit from them together as a collective. Then we have Nia, which stands for purpose, to make our collective vocation the building and developing of our community in order to restore our people and our traditions. Then we have Kuumba, creativity, to always do as we can in the way we can in order to leave our community more beautiful and more beneficial. So you're seeing all these murals that are showing up to really begin the process of telling our story. And last but not least is Imani, which stands for faith. To believe with all our hearts in our people, our parents, and our teachers, our leaders, in righteousness. Faith is in each of us. And as we reflect on these 7 principles, we're reminded of this truth. Without unity, we cannot begin our most important work. And without faith, we cannot sustain it. Take a minute to let that soak in for you. All right. There are many beautiful ways that we can celebrate Kwanzaa. To start is by lighting the candle holder, which is called the Kinara. Each day, connected to one of our principles, we would light the candle. There are 3 green candles and 3 red and 1 black. And the red represents our struggle, the green symbolizes our future and the hope that grows from our struggle, and black represents us as the people. You can also decorate symbols, importing African-inspired decor into your homes, making gifts for each other. Gift giving is another part of Kwanzaa, but we're thinking about gifts that are thoughtful and intentional, maybe things that continue to reflect the African culture and heritage rather than, a cell phone. Families come together to prepare traditional African-American foods during the Karamu Yi Imani, which is our feast. Music. Oh, do we not love music? Music plays a powerful role. Drumming, dancing, song invites joy, movement, and connection, and continues to honor our African traditions and celebrating collective spirit. And finally, remember this. Every moment spent with your family and community is a memory worth capturing. So make sure that you're spending that time. You guys are taking pictures and video to document this beautiful times that we're spending together. Kwanzaa, again, is a celebration of African heritage, unity, and identity, offering African Americans and people across the diaspora a powerful opportunity to reconnect with their roots and take pride in ancestry. The holiday, again, was created with 3 intentional objectives: to reaffirm and strengthen our connection between African Americans and African culture, to reinforce the bond among African people worldwide, and to uplift the Nguzo Saba, which is our 7 principles that guide our celebration and our lives. Kwanzaa is observed for many meaningful reasons, and it invites us again to reconnect with our African heritage and values. It promotes the Nguzo Saba and the families that live within purpose, integrity, and intention. It honors the harvest season. Now, again, when we celebrate Kwanzaa, it's during America's winter, but in Africa, it's during their harvest season, which is where the idea of having a feast, etc., comes from. May the spirit of Kwanzaa continue to guide us, inspire us, and empower us, not just during these days, but throughout the year. As we get prepared for Kwanzaa, we have 2 celebrations that are going to be coming up this year. So make sure you mark your calendar. We have our save the date for December 26th. We're going to be hosting a Kwanzaa celebration at the Shaw Roxbury Library, and then again on December 27th, we will be at the Parker Hill Library. I know some of you are going, the libraries are so close. Yes, they are. However, we know that each library has its own group of people, and we want to make sure everyone within our direct community has the opportunity to get to and be able to celebrate this amazing day. So again, save the date for December 26th at the Shaw Roxbury Library and December 27th at the Parker Hill. This is a free event for all ages. We're going to have poetry, performances, fashion segment, vendors, you name it, it's going to be there. That little clip I showed earlier gave you a small sample of what to experience, what you're going to experience when you join us. And you can join us for both dates. Please don't think that you can only come to one and it's going to be the same experience. It'll be completely different. We want to, at this moment, take the time for thanking you for joining us. I've had an amazing time sharing a little bit about Kwanzaa and why it's special to me. We definitely hope to see you at the Kwanzaa Quarrel. Don't forget to follow me at Sophia Sanyika for more Kwanzaa information, along with other events that I am tied into. That's right. You've heard it here at Let's Talk About It. Till next time. Let's talk about it, where all people come together for one movement to inform, inspire, and empower. Till next time.